All right, hello guys. I decided I would make a video about this because I cannot find any information about this whatsoever in my Googling, and I just figured it out by trial and error. If somebody knows a better way to do this, I would be all ears. I would love to hear if I'm doing this completely wrong. However, um, I had been hearing about virtual textures and how you need to use virtual textures to have texture streaming work with nanite meshes, but there seems to be no information on the internet anywhere about how to actually implement this. So when I look it up, all I can ever find is, what is virtual textures? And like the little diagram of how it like scales things up and down, or why you should be using virtual textures. Cool. How do I actually do that? Because what I originally did was I just selected all the textures that I wanted. I'll just select a few right here. Then you go to Asset Actions, Edit Selection and Property Matrix. And then if you go under, it's not compression, it is under Texture. So under Texture, you can select Virtual Texture Streaming, right? And I clicked yes to that. I figured that part out fairly early on. It makes all the textures that. But then it just defaulted to the lowest MIP value, and everything was just blurred out completely. Everything was just garbage texture, and it wouldn't scale. And I had streaming turned on in project settings somewhere. I don't remember where that is. Um, but so it just wouldn't work. What I discovered today is you then have to go into the material. So whichever material is looking like absolute trash, open it up, and then each of these nodes, you have to double click on that and go down and switch it from normal to virtual normal, color to virtual color, and do that for each and every one of them to be whatever it is. So if it's like linear color, then you have to use virtual linear color or virtual linear grayscale. Whatever it is there, you have to just choose the virtual version and then save your material again. And then suddenly it's working again. It also so this is the other issue that I was running into, was the issue with it just defaulting to world grid. It defaults to world grid or chooses the lowest possible resolution. um, Both of those things were happening when I didn't have that selected. So there you go. If you want to do virtual textures, select all of your textures, go into texture under the under property matrix, click on virtual texture. Okay, let me just show you one other thing. This is like the most chaotic video. Um, sorry. So if you go again, asset actions, edit selection and property matrix. One other thing under texture that you need to do, if you're going to be using virtual texture streaming, is choose power of 2 mode to pad to power of 2. That can't be on none because they all need to be square. These are all already square, but um, in order to use this has to be pad to power of 2. So that's the first step. Then you go into each material that uses it. You don't have to do that with the material instances. So like all of my material instances were also like garbage, but I found ones that looked really garbage, went into them, scrolled down, found the parent, opened the parent up, and then the parent material is the one that you need to edit each individual node to be like virtual color, virtual normal, etc. All right. I hope that was helpful for some people because I would have loved to have a video like this. I've been trying to figure this out for months. And I've been just basically not using virtual textures because I couldn't get them to look at all decent. Um, and if this is the wrong way to do it and there's a better way, please let me know in the comments.